And we are back with another Hermes unboxing. Yes, this is a handbag, and yes, I already wore this bag. This is not a true unboxing, and I did take it to my most recent trip in Paris and Barcelona. Let me tell you why I think this bag is completely underrated. Nobody's talking about it, and this is such a fantastic everyday bag as well as a travel bag. So let's get into it. For those of you who have been with me for a while, yes, I am in a different setting. It was a gorgeous day. Lighting is fantastic, so I decided to film outside in my backyard. I might be regretting it. I'm kind of regretting it already. I'm wearing my sunglasses because it's so bright and it's so hot. It is incredibly hot. So as I'm talking here and doing show and tell with this new purse that I have, if you see like a little bit of like glistening on top of my lip, just excuse it. It's a little sweaty out there. It's a hot one today. I'll keep talking as I'm unboxing this bag. This actually didn't come with the box. I took one of my other boxes and, you know, visual effects, right? It did come with a dust bag. The bag I got pre-loved is the Hermes Roulis size 23. In blue, I'm not exactly sure. The description wasn't fantastic, but I'm gonna call this kind of like a in between turquoise and indigo blue, I wanna say. And hopefully it's showing up with like its true colors, which I think it is. I'm looking at the viewfinder. It looks pretty true to color. And it does have the contrast stitching. And of course, you know I love my gold hardware. So when I saw this on the pre-loved market, I was just like, yes, I think I need this in my life. So again, this is the size 23. There are usually two sizes, and I know all the rage right now is the mini Roulis, which I think is a size 18, and then the bigger size, which is not as popular at a size 23. Hermes does come out with a lot of different Roulis pieces, including a belt as well as SLGs like wallet, which is incredibly popular and so expensive. Like I would never pay, I think it's upwards of like $3 or $2 grand for a little wallet that has this Roulis design. Yeah, no, can't do it. But when it comes to this size 23, I, again, used it throughout my entire trip to Paris and Barcelona. It was just so convenient to wear as a crossbody or as a shoulder bag. So just to kind of give you a quick tour of this, again, a spin. For an Hermes bag to be practical, it's almost like laughable sometimes because they're designed to be classic and they're designed to be very elegant, and it's gonna last you for decades because they're just very classic, iconic kind of shapes and designs, right? Would you say a Kelly bag is practical? No. Would you say a Birkin is practical? Also no, right? Because of the sangles and opening and closing it, it's just a pain in the ass. Lindy, pain in the ass. Do I love them? Yes, I do. They're really pretty. Whereas this one is I would say probably the opposite, where it is so convenient to use. And for those of you who are not familiar with the Roulis bag, this one, how you open this bag is basically just one flap, and that's it. You open the bag, and if you were to close it, you just slip the leather portion of the front flap right through the gold hardware. And it's incredibly easy to kind of just access, close, as you can see, right? Very easy. Very unlike the Goyard, I'm saying that correctly, for those of you who have corrected me. The little strap that goes through the Belvedere, it is not the easiest to open and close and kind of play target practice, right? Whereas this one, no problem whatsoever. Now the interior of the bag, it does come with this longer strap. And the interior, and I'll show you what fits a little bit later, but the interior, you can see there are two different compartments with one interior, well, I guess middle compartment with like an area for you to like put more important stuff, I guess. And it also does come with a back pocket right there. Unlike a lot of the bags where usually the stamp is in front of the bag or the interior of the front of the bag, they do have it stamped on the inside of the Roulis bag. It also comes with a back pocket. Isn't that amazing? The strap itself is not adjustable, nor is it detachable. What I found interesting is that this is obviously completely attached, but then on the other side, it's one of those traditional like farandole or chandon circle and hook, very similar to my bracelet, or if you have any chandon kind of style, they designed it to be that way as well, which I also think this is a perfect way to store your bag. Now, if you want to play around with the length of this bag, maybe you can get creative with this, pull it through a little bit and tie it so that you can adjust the length of the bag. That's one way to go about it. Personally, again, I am 5'8", 172 centimeter. This length is actually the perfect length. It hits me on my body very perfectly. The other design that this could also be beneficial, I'm not gonna do it because it's not the easiest, even though I have. You can actually detach it and then roll it up and tuck the strap away so that it's kind of not just like flinging about while it is in storage. However, the strap, again, this is a pre-loved item. The strap itself is so soft that I don't really have to worry about that, but it is an option. You can easily just tuck it in like this and store it upright or in its dust bag away in the box. The leather on this is Clement. Obviously, I don't really need to talk about the craftsmanship because it is immaculate and impeccable as anything Hermes. The gold hardware is still incredibly beautiful. Can it use a little bit of a touch-up or a polish? 100%, which is probably what I'm gonna do after this video just to make it look a little bit shinier. However, it is still in immaculate condition, very shiny, very gold. And it is just the most beautiful contrast between the blue and the gold. I love navy blue with gold hardware. It probably looks really nice with silver or palladium hardware as well, but you know I am a sucker for gold hardware. Now, a couple reasons why I think this is a fantastic travel bag if you are planning on going abroad, or just going to a different city and you want to bring a nice bag, or even just like I want to bring my Hermes bags. I have a bunch of them. I don't know which one to bring. This is a perfect one because it is really inconspicuous. So if you know kind of thing. This is not the most popular, where I think the Lindy, the Picotin is starting to gain some traction and recognition in the Gen Pop, I guess, whereas the Roulis bag is definitely not. The other reason why I think this is a fantastic travel bag is the profile. Look at how slim it is. It's pretty wide, right? You can see this is a decently sized bag. However, the profile is very slim and it is accordion style. So you can kind of squish it together and not have to worry about the bag being ruined when it is in your carry-on. Perhaps it is in your personal item. As you know, I love traveling with my Quince duffel bag, and then I put all of my important things like jewelry and handbags into my personal item along with its dust bag. That's usually how I travel and pack. This is just a perfect where it doesn't take up too much space. Now imagine if you had the mini Lindy, which basically it's like a matchbox, right? It's this big, or even the big Lindy. How are you gonna fit that into a carry-on? It's not very slim, it's gonna get crushed and you have to worry about the structure of it. This one, no worries whatsoever because of the nature of the silhouette. Now, the third reason why I think this is a fantastic travel bag is because of how secure the bag is. You can see there aren't any gaps for you to worry about your items falling out. You don't really have to think about pickpockets as well, because if it's sitting at your hip, or maybe it's just to the side of your body because you're, being hands-free, looking at stuff or whatever, you have to lift the entire flap in order for you to access the bag. Now, I'm obviously not a professional pickpocketer. Maybe they can still do it, but most people when they travel, they're like, I feel more secure if I have a zipper, right? Where a pickpocket person would, or just, if they straight up, like here in the States, they want to just snatch and rob you, there's no way around it. But if you're dealing with a petty pickpocketer, chances are they're probably not going to figure out how to open this bag, right? They might target the people who are wearing bags that are traditional zippers. They know how to work with that and deal with that, right? Whereas this one, yeah, if you look at it carefully, you probably can figure out like, hey, this whole flap comes up. But because it's such a wide mass, oh, there's just a bug, oh my God. But this is just such a mass kind of surface area for you to lift this up. It would create a lot of attention, or at least commotion, for them to open up the bag, for them to access whatever is in your purse. That's just my thought process. Who knows if it's right or wrong. Just for comparison, I brought out the Horse Clementine bag in the regular size, and I was just using this, so I'm gonna transport some of my items over so you can see what fits in here, and actually it fits quite a bit. And if you are not familiar with this Clementine bag, I did a whole entire unboxing, and there's actually a number of the horse video if you want to go check that out. And for those of you, well, again, can I talk and do stuff at the same time? Hopefully I can. And if you are new to my channel, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Check out the Barcelona vlog I just uploaded, and I've got a bunch of them coming out, including what I picked up in Paris as well as Barcelona. So you're not going to want to miss that. And that's coming in quick, very fast and quick as I'm editing. I'm doing a pretty good job. All right, this is now completely filled with all of the items that I took from the horse bag. This one obviously can fit a lot more. So another great one to travel with, even though this is not as slim of a profile where you can kind of flatten it. But if you want something that is a little bit more inconspicuous, not as high dollar as this to travel with, another fantastic one. Because this is filled to the brim where it's at its maximum capacity, I wanna say you can see the accordion has been stretched out quite a bit, and it is basically at its full capacity, as I've said. So opening up to show you what I have on the inside, I probably could fit more stuff on the top if I were to Tetris a little bit, but I don't want to do that. And these are essentially my everyday items where I move from one bag to another, and it's usually how I travel. Probably not the portable charger if it's just the day-to-day. I don't really have anything here, but if I have my passport, I can easily input it here. What's this? Oh, I still have my they switched over in France, Paris at least, so you switched over to these scan cards instead of those little tickets. That's something as of recent. And I also have my room key from the hotel that I forgot to give back. But you can, as I was saying, you can put your passport here or on the interior slip pocket there as well. So I've got my M case, which is the regular size from Dress Up Your Purse. Freaking love this thing. It is so convenient. I just throw everything in here, and it fits perfectly in the back compartment, pretty much to the brim. And it's just so easy to transport this from one bag to another. And just to kind of briefly show you what I've got in here, I've got my mirror. I actually picked up this one from France where it's a spray, it's a sunscreen, and it's so slim, kind of like a hand sanitizer, right? I got some hand cream in here. I've got little pill thing. Oh, I also have some Altoids and lottery tickets that I know I totally did not win anything. I also brought some pimple patches because I've been breaking out. So again, lipstick, tweezers, you name it, I've got everything in here. Nail file. So it's just a super convenient way to kind of bring everything you possibly can need if you want to throw band-aids in there. And you would have no idea how much stuff I have in here. Now in the front compartment, I've got a full-blown portable charger. I love this one. It's got the old iPhone one. Hopefully we'll be phasing that out. And you've got the Type-C, and I can also charge my smartwatch with this. So fantastic one that's also very slim profile. Gets me about 2.5 charges for my phone. Of course, I've got my actual phone. I've got my Bastia, which I'll be doing an unboxing for this, talking a little bit more about it in detail. So sneak peek, kind of spoiling it, but I've got all of my cards. And then my headphones. So it fits a lot, right? And when you're traveling to a city, I'm not talking about going to the jungle with it. You probably need to carry a lot more things because you can't just stop and buy something if you need something. But if you're going to a developed city, this is the perfect bag for you to travel with. And just to quickly show you the side, and again, I think most of us are familiar with the Clementine bag from the horse. So just to show you side-by-side comparisons right there. Yes, this one will fit a lot more. Now coming back to the size, right? Again, this is the size 23. What you are able to buy in store right now, I've been seeing the drops on the Hermes website, is always the mini Roulis in the size 18. Now honestly, I don't know what you can fit in there because it is significantly smaller, and of course the slimmer profile compared to the 23. If you want to carry a couple Tic Tacs in there, I'm sure it works just fine. Beauty Lux Lover has the mini Roulis, but she's also like 5'1" or 5'2". Not that she would carry any more or less than, you know, a 5'8" person, but it would fit her frame much better than this bag. So I get why a lot of people like the mini bags, but if you're looking at it from the eyes of traveling and having a functional bag where you can bring a little bit more stuff, in my opinion, this one is definitely a better option compared to the mini Roulis. Now, if, again, like I said, if you're just, you know, running errands, you don't need to carry a lot of stuff, the mini Roulis would be a fantastic option. So if you haven't seen the mini Roulis or a full review on that, go check out Beauty Luxe Lover's channel, and she has it in a beautiful color and she rocks it all the time. So again, I personally think that the 23 is a much better option. It is so much cheaper than the 18 if you look on the pre-loved market. I personally wouldn't buy this brand new from the boutique or online, just because this is not a super popular bag and the retail price on this is astronomical, especially here in the States. Now, if you're in Europe, I think maybe like you might want to consider it if there is a particular seasonal color that just came out, then yeah, go for it. I haven't seen them drop the size 23. They've been dropping the minis for the past couple years from what I remember. So if you're looking for the size 23, you probably have to work with your SA to get it, or if you look on the pre-loved market, it's going to be at least 50% off. Now, if I see a couple of them, I will make sure to link it down below for you, just so you get the right size and those particular colors that could fit your particular color preference. Now, the second bag I did bring with me on my Paris and Barcelona trip was the MZ Wallace Hobo or shoulder bag, the Madison collection, I think, Bowery collection. I forget what it's called, but I did pick that up recently at the MZ Wallace warehouse sale. And that bag came in clutch. The reason why I chose to bring that bag is because one, it's nylon, and two, on the days that I saw, the weather is going to rain, it's gonna downpour, it's gonna drizzle. Honestly, this one actually did get wet because the radar failed me. The weather changes, there's no denying it, right? Like, it's gonna happen. However, this did get rained on and I just wiped it down and it was perfectly fine. No stains or anything, so this is a very durable bag as well. Now, going back to the MZ Wallace, when I know it was gonna rain that day, torrential downpour, let's just say, I think that happened a couple times in Barcelona for like an hour and then it was sunshine again. So I decided to wear the MZ Wallace, super clutch. I love that bag. It is so lightweight and so convenient. You can fit so much stuff in there, like 3 times the amount of stuff in there compared to the Roulis bag. Now, obviously, it is a much more lightweight bag, so you can pack it up and it actually still looks really chic. When I purchased that bag, I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but after using it in Barcelona, I was like, oh my God, this is definitely a go-to bag that I have to bring with me to every single international trip or just long haul trips where I want a very dependable bag to wear when it's raining or I just want something a little bit more carefree. Now, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think about this Roulis bag. Have you ever thought about this bag? Is it something that was on your radar, or were you just eyeballing the mini one? And of course, do come back because I still have so much content to cover from my trip to Barcelona and Paris. I've got multiple more unboxings, so hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, go catch up on this video. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less than retail. I'll see y'all next time.